Oh, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be disappointed. Hello, 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 everybody. Why is this not? I should have just left it up. I should have just left it up. Honestly, that's not a terrible idea for something. I'll think about that. What's that? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing fine. 1 second. It always takes me a second to get everything set up. Oh, it's my aunt's birthday today. Hello. We'll put some music on. There it is. Listen, I'm a big guy, but this shirt fit perfectly well 2 days ago. This is weird. Anyways, hope everybody's doing fine. If it's late at night, hello, hello. How's it going? Barton? How's it going? Hope you're doing good today. Welcome to the stream, buddy. What are you doing up this late? Just cruising? Cruising, being all cool? Thank you for the subscription, thank you for the subscription, by the way. I think I still have that set. Zod Lord himself, what is up? Cake, yeah. My favorite band. One of my favorite bands. Ah, that explains it. So it's not murderously, well, it's called... See, this is why I like doing streams in the middle of the night. I get to meet people from interesting places. It is far too, let's see. So what are we all doing up here? Okay. How dare you never. Going over to a separate location, confusing me. You were over there on YouTube. Now you're over there on Twitch? What is this? I'm confused. Perturbed even. Shocked and odd. Anyways. No, I know. It's fine. I'm kidding here. I'm kidding around. So what are you guys up to right now? I am... There's a little part of me that is like, oh man, I'm so close to 3,000 followers. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the like. Yeah, there's a little part of me that's so close to 3,000 followers, and I can just... It would be so great if I could get to that at the end of the year. This is a madness I need to... Getting focused on numbers is something I thought I had defeated, but apparently it has come back in a raging way. What are you outlining? So Bernard, I'm doing a little writing. So Barn, tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do? I assume you're just chill as heck. Okay. Mandatory chit chat. Small town. Okay. There it is. I'm just trying to get some writing done. I figured my mind is so distracted. I need other people around to see me write. So, Barn, tell me, what games do you like? What are you playing at the moment? God, I'm having such trouble focusing these days. This is bad. This is bad. I've fallen into a hole trying to get my numbers up. But I'm just like about 250 away from getting to the 3,000 mark on YouTube, which would be great if not for just like my ego. Hey, Nox. Hello, hello. Murdered mob. Nah, just like murdered. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome back. It would feel like I've been doing something, you know? I don't know. I want to get this story right here ready to submit. Because there's a bunch of magazines I could submit. So, Knox, what are you doing right now? Hey, I'm trying to do the exact same thing. I'm trying to get this story ready to submit to a few places. You know, the thing is, this is about 7,000 words. If I could get it to under 5,000, I could submit almost anywhere. But even if I could get it under 6,000, which is probably more realistic, I can also submit to a lot more places than 7,000. Do you guys know about chill subs? Knox, do you know about chill snug? Oh, okay. Knox, never. Have you ever heard of chill subs? Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yay. This is a new. This is a thing I've learned about. This is a thing I learned about a little while ago. It's a new website. It is the superstar himself, Mama Buckle. Hello, hello, hello. How is it going on this fine and lovely day? Okay. It's going good. Vibing myself. Just trying to get... Can't really sleep. Can't really focus on anything. So I was just like, screw it. Let's stream. I'm getting too close to 3,000 followers on YouTube, which is comparatively nothing, but I don't know. End of the year sort of thing, that would be pretty nice. I'm showing people chill subs. So chill subs is really nice because it is very much a... It is very much a, what's the word I'm trying to say? It is very much a, like a chiller submission portal. It's almost like it's in the name. Okay. We'll go with short story. What are you up to these days? Let's see. What do we want? It's run by the chillest people in the world. Okay, let's see. Let's go picky but possible. And maybe weird. Outsider. Rather. No fee. Pace. Yeah. And let's fantasy. And maybe folklore. Okay. And there we go. We got a few places. A lot of them closed right now. This is not necessarily the greatest time to submit to places, but because, you know, it's the holidays, but ooh, okay. Let's see. Let us see. Close, close. Closed. So many are closed. Okay. Heartworm and Ash. Bullet points. And Let's see. What are they offering? Okay. Some payment. I like some payment. Yes, read guidelines. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So that's basically it. A much better, more cohesive submitting thing. Like, it's certainly better than like something like it's certainly much more easy to follow than something like Submittable. Okay, so let's see, bullet points. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. Original stories run between 100 and 5,000 words. All the payment is $30 for original, $20 for reprints upon. Okay, yeah. I don't have any military sci-fi, but see, this is something I would have never like found with Submittable, like people like this. That is very good to know. I mean, it has a military theme. It's not military sci-fi, unless you want to take a dramatic reinterpretation of The Great Gatsby. It's public domain now, Never. All you got to do is mess around. You can make it so it takes place in the Larthon Nebula. Yeah. I don't know. Where is it? There it is. So that's like, yeah, it's not though. It's not military that's not military sci-fi. Cameron's World? I said your name. No. That's a pretty big swing you're making there, Never. Hello, Cameron. Welcome. John Army. I mean, no. I'm gonna have to debate you. The definition of genres can be pretty nebulous at the best of times. Hello, Cameron. How is it going? Welcome. At the best of times, the genres can... But I think I'm pretty safe in declaring The Great Gatsby does not qualify as a military sci-fi. Pretty safe in saying. So Cameron, tell us a little bit about yourself. Fought in a space. You're gonna have... This is a thesis. You're gonna have to support this. Well, technically, vets read... a vet could have theoretically read anything. That doesn't make it military sci-fi. I'm not letting this... Oh my god. Oh, congratulations. Are you excited? Are you excited? Are you excited about your 11th birthday, Cameron? That's great. You doing anything fun for it? Green lights exist in real life. Never. That's the thing. You ever drive down the road? You ever drive down the road and see something? Anyway. So, Cameron, what, oh my god, that's fun. I've done the Sky Zone. Have you done that before? That's really fun. Is that a thing you've done before? Or? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. How are you like? How good are you at it? Are you like? That's really awesome. That's good. So, Cameron, tell me, do you like to read books? Thank you so much for the sub and the like. I appreciate it immensely. Okay. What's your favorite type of math? What is this? Dividing an... Yeah, YouTube, thank you for censoring that. Thank you for censoring that, YouTube. That's really fun. So, do you have any hobbies? Yes. It's okay not to. Nox, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that immensely. That's okay. I would have trusted you inherently, Cameron. I wasn't going to do the math myself. So. You could have told me it equaled pineapple, and I would have believed you. So, Nox, what are you working on these days? What's your little project? What projects are you working on? Oh, you do art. Do you want to share some of your art? And what do you read? I'm curious what you read. Yes. Oh, lovely. Yeah, go ahead. Share some of your art. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good to get some writing done. Oh, that's fun. What's your favorite fairy tale? Like The Great Gatsby. Well, what's one you really like? It's not your favorite, just one you really like. What's one you really like that you've really thought about lately? None of these are military sci-fi, never. None of these are these are just regular military stories. Where is the science fiction element to it? Yeah. What type of stuff do you draw? I'm curious. An inexplicable hill he has formed. That's not science fiction. Science fiction is... Okay. Listen, if we want to get really vague and go into this, like, the post, like, everything means everything world, I guess you could argue that science fiction is in some way about man versus new technology, and you could argue that a lot of the crushing of man by technology, and if you want to get real technical, World War I was that. So, okay, yeah, sure, that's military sci-fi. No. No, don't tell me that. I don't want to know that. Don't tell... Cameron, do not tell... it's a grown-up here. Don't tell, like, adults. Don't tell adults on the internet that. Okay. Do you have a do you have a favorite TV show, movie, YouTuber? So, Knox, what type of fan fiction are you writing? Oh, thank you so much. I don't know who Clayus is. Not outside of my very small little world of the creative streamers. I don't know a lot of them. Let's look up who Clayus is. Yep. Okay, we can copy it. That's just great. No worries. Thank you. This fella right here, who has, ooh boy, wow, a lot of followers. Oh yeah. That's cool. Okay, Cameron. Have a good day. Have a good birthday. I hope it goes really well. Good talking to you. And yes, get to sleep. And if you ever want to share your art on here, feel free. Okay. Yeah. That's good. I have this idea for a Doctor Doom story. I don't really have, like, time these days to write a fan fiction. I say that like I'm constantly besieged by deadlines. I just, if I'm working on something, I'm trying to get a short story or something ready for submission. But I've had this idea for a Doctor Doom story for a long time in the back of my head. Are you sure about that, Knox? Are you sure? Never. Why is The Outsiders military sci-fi? Yeah, apparently. Well, it seems... according to Never, if one person who served in the military has read a story, it's instantly military sci-fi. That is one of the requirements of... So, if anybody who's ever served in any army reads a book or watches a show, it's military sci-fi. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, where is is it? Where is it? There it is. Huh. It's beautiful. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so I have this idea for a Doctor Doom story. Nice. And it's about Doctor Doom as King of Latveria decides to compete with Korea by opening up his own, by starting his own K-pop like industry, but for Latveria called Latverian pop or L pop. Okay, that doesn't count as military sci-fi. You It counts as, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Why aren't you popping up? Hi, Ace. Okay. I don't know why. I just saw your thing, Ace. It didn't pop up in the thing. It might be the name. I don't know. Anyways. Okay. Let's talk about Spain. Actually, it's romantasy. Partly because of all the homoerotic tension. Hey, Ace, good to see you. I don't know why your name isn't popping up. It might be because of ass. I don't have control over that. Okay, what else counts as romantasy? Good to see you, Ace. Hey, that is just normal romance. That's just a normal romance. In the same way the Fast and the Furious is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, are you saying that anything with Patrick Swayze counts as romantasy? Is this what we've nailed down? Does that mean Roadhouse counts as romantasy? No, that's military sci-fi, Nox. That is that is that is military sci-fi. Don't you dare get it mixed up. Yeah. Point Break is romantasy. Roadhouse, romantasy. Dirty Dancing, military sci-fi. Angel, I am good. How are you? Yeah, Ghost is military sci-fi too. We're apparently trying to get. I apparently don't understand the definition of military sci-fi and romantasy enough. I'm doing good, Angel. How are you? How is it up? How is it up? I am still awake. Isn't that maddening? Nonsense, Ace. Nonsense. How's it going? How are things going? How about you, Angel? Are you still up, or have you never gone to bed, or did you wake up in the middle of the night? Or is this just early for you? I'm not totally sure about where you are in the world. I'm doing good, Ace. I'm doing fantastic. I am I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, I'm being all cool. Playing b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys who were up to no good in the neighborhood started hassling me. I got in one little fight and my mama got scared and she said, "You're going to live with your aunt and uncle in Bel Air." The cabbie pulled up with the dice, the mirror, license plate said fresh, and then I don't remember the rest of the song. No. Knox, you are getting it wrong again. Yes, you've got it. You're getting it wrong again. That is clearly slice of life romantic comedy. The Freshman. I have to say, Angel, that song is so deeply ingrained in me as a thing. We are talking about nonsense. So whenever everybody says somebody, "What's up?" I immediately go to that. I don't know. It is just so integrated into me. Yeah. Well, they used to replay it a lot here at Nick and Knight. We are talking about nonsense, Ace. What are you? Mostly, we're talking about old TV shows. What are you up to at these? What is it looking like for Ace at the moment? They are still repeating it. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched like terrestrial television in a long time. I have been mostly Cinema Verte. No, Roman Clef. It's a Roman Clef. All that really happened, just the names were different. That happened in the 80s, though, so, you know, people don't talk about it all that much. Okay, real question for everybody. Sit back, collaborate, think. Favorite Patrick Swayze movie? This is mostly for the olds in the audience who I assume have seen Patrick Swayze movies. Oh, So, are you having like a sleepover or just hanging out? Good answer, Angel. Good answer. I'll go with Point Break, by the way. Oh, that's fun. You having a good time? Dirty Dancing is a pretty fun movie. Yeah. Did you hear that they're trying to make a sequel to that? Oh, yeah. You stole her phone? Does she have her own YouTube account? Yeah, that's... I mean, that's much closer to what actual military sci-fi is. How long have you known this friend, Ace? Honestly, yeah. The Outsiders is... Because life is cruel, Angel. Angel, Ace, do you know who Patrick Swayze is? Have you ever heard of Patrick Swayze? Yeah. It is funny, like... You don't have to. By the way, you don't have to. Just curious. I was thinking about hello, Axel. Hello. Hi. How's it going? You're Ace's friend. You two are having a sleepover. I hear. You know, in some ways, I would say Patrick Swayze is very much a modern movie star. Was a modern version of a movie star because he kind of was able to keep. That's awesome. I'm good. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Axel. Well, are you an artist too? I know Ace likes to do art. He was an amazing actor. I as the years go by, I really think about how good of an actor he was. That's awesome to hear. Um, uh, uh, Axel, are you also into K-pop as much as Ace is? Never. Did you ever check out? Do you know who directed Point Break? Uh, I always think it's so funny, just to how much Catherine Bigelow. Yeah. Ace and Axel over on the YouTube are. I know Ace is a big fan, but which group? Which group was it? Was it? Was it that one you made me listen to, Ace? Yeah. You know, it's funny. Catherine Bigelow directs awesome. Yeah, but that's always been a thing with Catherine. Yes, Stray Kids. Yes, that was the one. I ended up liking Stray Kids. I thought that was, um, I thought they were not bad. That's my legitimate music snob opinion. Okay, Axel, what are you into? What are your favorites? What's the name? Oh, right. I find it so funny how Fast and the Furious is such an obvious ripoff of Point Break. It, if you guys have ever seen the original Fast and Furious and compare it to Point Break, it is almost a one-for-one ripoff. They just changed They just changed surfing to street racing. That's the only difference they really make. Which like Paul Walker is Keanu Reeves. Vin Diesel is Patrick Swayze. What are some of your Axel? So what are some of your favorites? Yeah, sorry. Over on the YouTube, over on the Twitch, we're having a discussion about Fast and Furious and Patrick Swayze. Old people things. Don't worry about that. But yeah, the original Fast and Furious is a very Fast and Furious went in a very different direction. But the original Fast and Furious movie, I have seen many of them. Was very much a blatant rip off of a much older movie called Point Break that starred Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves. They just changed changed it from surf in Point Break. The sport was surfing. In Fast and Furious, it's cars. Yeah. That's a little cinematic fun fact for you all. And the director of Point Break was Catherine Bigelow. I'm not. I'm not totally. You ate cars, Axel? Is this true? Is this true? Does Ace eat cars or hate cars? Yeah. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Family. Where this is a family. Oh my god! Ace, that's not allowed. That's a crime. Eating cars is a crime. It was made illegal by the UN 3 years ago. We will call the UN, please. I am 33 years old. Woo, woo. You are Matt. Do you know who Matter Eater Lad is? Noxie, no. Axel, I take that as a big compliment. No, I am 33. I'm pretty sure I know Ace is still in high school. Let's see. This is Matt. If you haven't heard, this Matter Eater Lad is Total Baby. Is his power is he can eat anything. Yeah. Are you a Matter Eater Lad? Okay, Knox. Okay, serious question. Who introduced you? Did your parents introduce you to Patrick Swayze? Or did you find out about him on your own? Dun dun dun. So Axel, I'm curious. What bands are you into? I want to know. Because usually people your age know about older stuff. Well, yeah, that's usually the story. Oh! Axel. You're talking to me about Pink Floyd? Oh, Pierce the Veil. Sorry. I don't know Pierce the Veil. I thought you said Piece of the Wall, and I was like, we're gonna get to talk about Pink Floyd. I don't. See, I was all excited. I don't know Pierce the Veil. You have officially said a band I am not aware of. Okay. I don't want to get copyright strike, so I'm going to listen to just on my earphones. Yeah. Oh, so you're just like an old soul. You're into vintage retro. I will trust you. I shall trust. Okay. I like. Not bad, honestly. So are you just kind of like into retro culture? Yeah. The last few years were. Hello, Ash! Nope, yeah. Yeah, this is something I could get into. Hello, Ash. Hello. Ash, it's called never being asleep. Cause I just can't. I can't. I am tired. I was obsessed with this song. Screw it. I want to play it. I'm gonna copyright strike. I don't care. I want to play this one. Listen to this one. Yeah, exactly. That's why I should get paid for it. Sorry, I got into the song. I got into the song. I felt the groove. I felt the beat. Well, it was great talking to you. Great talking to you. Ace. Can't tell you that. Have I listened to the song like a million times? Of course I have. Of course I have. Good morning. Good morning. So, Angel, how's the book going? Am I tempted to just play songs I like? Yes, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. Nice meeting you, Axel. Nice, Angel. I don't know if you could tell. Last time we talked, Angel, I was really tired. I was barely awake. I'm a lot more focused right now. Oh man, this is such a good song. This is such a good song, and I like this video so much. Okay, we're gonna just listen to this a little bit. We're just gonna listen to this a little bit. Okay, okay, I gotta stop playing music. You know this song? Yeah, it's great. It's great. I love it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get in so much trouble with YouTube for this stream. I gotta stop playing copyrighted music or I'm gonna get a strike. Even though there's a million cool things I could play right now that I want to show you guys desperately. Like this one. Ooh. It's funny. It's funny. YouTube has a good sense of the type of music I like. Let's see. Yes, a lot of Wolfpack. Yeah. Okay. One more thing. Okay. 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 And then the imagery gets a little inappropriate. And then I might get in trouble. I'm already way in trouble for this. I should not have been doing that. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for playing a bunch of just copyrighted music all in the middle. And it is just this section of the stream. That's just gonna vanish. I'm gonna mute it though. I usually just cut it out or just get rid of the song. And it's just you're gonna see me like dancing silently. Anyways, what was the series where you first heard K-pop? Ash, how's it going? Man. How's the art going? I saw you posted. Good. Fantastic. Who's frowny? Rain! I know Rain. I am aware of Rain. Oh, that's so cute. If people are unaware of that, that is a deep cut reference to a Stephen Colbert bit. Where Rain was one ahead of him on Time's most influential people. So anytime Rain came up on the show, he would scream up into the air, "Rain!" Yeah, my knowledge of old comedy bits is very intense. Um, that's good. You were a big fan. That makes sense. That makes sense. Uh, so that's really great. So Ash. Let's see. Reigns official. Reigns. Okay, let's see. Most popular vid. Uh, who would you say your favorite singer is? Oh, yo, oh, OMG, F horn player, Fade. How's it going, Fade? It has been far too long. It is good to see you, Fade. It has been forever. I hope everything is treating you well. Okay. B season. Nice. Okay, good. Good. That's very reasonable. Night Knox, night. Fade. High five. High five. This one? That's cool. Nobody can sleep. Sleep is a lie made up by corporations. It was invented in the 70s to sell beds. It's fake. I must clarify I must clarify that this is a joke I'm making, not a real thing I believe. I know real people believe. Some people believe that. Anyways. Yeah, I know. That's so cool. Well, yes, I know. It's terrible that we have to clarify that. Well, I don't got anything to do tomorrow, so. Anyways. So. Okay, so we're staring at this blank document, and nothing is coming to me at the moment, which is. That's awesome. I'm glad. I don't know, Ash. So I have a few goals before the end of the year. I'd like to write at least one more short story. But I'd also like to get this story fully edited and ready to start submitting to publishers. Of course I do. I'd like to get this story. Get this story ready to be submitted to publishers, which is taking its time. How's the graphic designing going? I write like fantasy stories mostly, if people are curious. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if I've ever explained this story right here. I've got a much more like literary story that I have finished, but this story right here is very much like a high fantasy like sort of thing. Sort of. Okay, it's kind of a parody a bit. It's a modern fantasy, and the premise is you gig apps like Uber and TaskRabbit have come to the fantasy world, and now if you want to go on a quest, you have to sign up for it on an app called Adventurer. You mean the military sci-fi book? That is a reference to a running gag we were doing earlier. Yeah, I think it's a fun idea. Yeah, and it's a bit of a like, it's horror. It's a bit of horror, a bit fantasy, a bit urban fantasy. Secretly, a bit like romance is thrown in there. Comedy, just stuff I like playing around with. Yeah, I try and always like have a cool. Yeah, I'd love for people to read it. I'm trying to get this published traditionally. Initially, So, right now the plan is to try and get some stories published in magazines, just to get my name out there and get known, and then work from there. Yeah, I don't know. I try and write these. I don't know. Yeah, so this is sort of an adventure story, and then I got another one which is more of a dark folk story. How are you guys liking Great Gatsby? Sorry, I'm totally distracted by everything right now. How are you guys liking Great Gatsby? Are you liking it at Fade? Ash? Did you read? Are you reading Great? Yeah. Fade is reading Great Gatsby in school right now. I'm really glad you like that. I'm always supportive of that. I like that book a lot. That was a book I really liked. Yeah. Well, has your teacher gotten to the fact that it is a great novel? Has your teacher gotten to the what it's based on? Anyways, yeah. Okay, so here's a fun fact. I'm going to throw this out to you guys. Do you know that recently The Great Gatsby has entered the public domain? So would that make you a senior, Ash? Yeah, so if you guys... Yeah, this is recent. It only entered a few years ago. So if you guys want to write your own sequel to The Great Gatsby, like Greater Gatsby, The Greater Gatsby, then you should. Let's make The Great Gatsby a military sci-fi. You should. Anyways, I had an idea. I actually saw the theater at it. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit, honestly. Sometimes, here's my thing. Sometimes people get these, like, fixations on random actors. I would agree with that. Fade. He certainly, yep, I would agree with that assessment. Yeah, there's some creepy stuff. I don't know. Yes. Ash, your sister is wrong. Ash, your sister is wrong. DiCaprio plays Jay. Tobey Maguire plays Nick. Yeah. Tobey Maguireson. Yeah, it was a unique decision from director Baz Luhrmann that Tobey Maguire should play Nick in character as Spider-Man. Kind of a very unique decision. Yeah, it's they said that movie costs a lot of money, but what they had to do was digitally remove Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man costume and replace it with well, oh, that's mean. I shouldn't say that. I like Tobey Maguire as an actor, but Tobey Maguire might not have the most range. No, it's fine. It's fine. If you're curious, bring this up that yeah. Yeah, it's just his AI personality. Yeah. If you're curious, Fade, a little fun fact. In some ways, it's based on. A real. F. Scott's real life. In some ways, but yeah. Yeah, that's what they don't tell you. Batman is real. Christian Bale is just. He actually does kind of look like him, Never. You are correct. You are life, yeah. No, yeah, he does actually kind of look like him. You know what? I agree. Man. I had such high intentions here of like sitting here and getting some writing done. Man, that's such a good movie from a director I do not feel comfortable supporting anymore. I do not feel comfortable at all acknowledging. Yeah. Yeah, Deadpool is real. Ryan Reynolds was a CGI creation by George Lucas in the 90s. Um, it's fine. No, he is legitimately quick on the roll. But yeah, I don't. No, I'm distracted. I'm the one who's distracted, Fade. If yeah, 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 those were the best parts of that movie. Yeah. Um, Again, do not support the director behind it. No, I'm distracted. I spent all night making like stupid like shorts instead of focusing on writing. Cause you know what, guys? Here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. The year is almost ending, and I am in shooting distance of getting to 3,000 followers on my YouTube channel. And there's a little part of me that is trying to hustle just a bit to get to that number. Will that solve anything? Will that solve anything? No. Will my life change in any way if the number switches over to 3,000? No. But there's a little part of me in the back of my head that's like, but that's a bigger number. It's comics, books, movies, TV shows, art, really anything I want to do. I'm also dual streaming there. What's your essay about? What's your essay about? And hello, cow. It seems like a difficult concept to make. Okay, guys. Okay. Wait. Fade, legitimate question. Do you know how The Great Gatsby ends? The casting was amazing. Okay. Oh, okay. Then I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to spoil it for you. I was about to talk about how it ends, but I don't want to spoil it. Yeah. No, I'm not going to spoil it. Because I was going to pitch you what, being as The Great Gatsby is in the public domain, theoretically anybody in America, anybody in the world could write a sequel. And I was going to pitch you what mine would be. I will pitch the name, The Greater Gatsby. Too Gatsby, too serious. Yeah, but well, there's something fairly major at the end happens that changes some of the trajectory of a few of the characters, but I don't want to spoil it, so I won't. Too Gatsby, too furious. Jay Gatsby took his positron annihilator and put it right in the face of Glorglax the Undefeatable. Take that, he said with a smirk on his face. You'll never defeat me, Jay Gatsby, Glorglax the Undefeatable said, as Jay Gatsby fired his positron cannon right in his face. Really? did Robert Crumb? Yes. Hey, Jerome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Yeah. He's a badass. He's a badass. Also, in this sequel, he has huge muscles. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you kindly for the sub. Thank you kindly. Oh, Felix the cat. Jay Gatsby's muscles were huge. They were bigger than his head. He could barely walk because his muscles were so huge. And he couldn't even fit in most doorways because his muscles were too big. He had severe heart problems because he was super muscly. Yeah, Robert Crumb. Robert Crumb. Moving just a little bit caused Jay Gatsby to have heart palpitations. He needed to be... Hi! Hi, Kima. How's it going? Tired. From the 1970s. It's respectful. I think what I like most about it is it's respectful to F. Scott. I'm always curious. Yes, I am curious, Fade. What other books have you been reading this year? Yeah. 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 So, Joe, tell me a little bit about yourself. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, you've been reading real books. Okay, good. All books are real books, sorry. I, of course, have been reading a very important book. What book have I haven't really been reading. Sorry. My elitism slipped out just a tiny bit. Ash, what was the last book you read? Serious question. What was the last book? I'll extend it to everybody. What was the last books you've read? Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see. What do I have here? I say that mostly what I have on my shelf is like comic books. Let's see. Let's see. What do I have on my shelf? I'm gonna check this in a minute. No, this one's really good, but it's like. Okay, so this was okay. I need you guys to believe me. This was one of the first comic books I got really into as a kid. When I was like 13, 14, I really liked this comic book. called Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane. And it was mostly a very like charming teen comedy that retold Spider-Man from Mary Jane's perspective. Nobody talks about this one anymore. Partly because they switched artists and writers and screwed it all up, but this was really great. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell from my content. I like comic books. Let's see. Come on. This is okay. This is one nobody has been talking. I never see a single person talk about this book. This is called The Golden Age, and just like I need you guys to just see how freaking beautiful this art is. Look how beautiful this art is. Isn't it? It is gorgeous. Anyways. Hey, Killer 7 Games. Hello. Welcome. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Let me find something. Let me find a good bit of art. Have I not read this one? Oh, okay. Not enough. And this one. Sorry, I get excited sometimes, and I want to show people things. Okay. I'm gonna scour through this one to make sure, because there's like, some inappropriate stuff there. But okay, first, okay. This is The Mysteries. This book, I'm surprised. This is The Mysteries. Do you guys know Calvin and Hobbes? How's it going, Killer 7? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Do you guys know Calvin and Hobbes? Have you ever read Calvin and Hobbes? If you haven't, you should. Through practice, Ash. Okay, never. Well, one, Fade didn't know who Calvin and Hobbes is, and neither did Ash. Never. So it was relevant. Okay. So Bill Watterson has been the creator of Calvin and Hobbes. Has been in hiding and retired for years, and he came out of it to co-write and co-art this book, like just a few years ago. Like this is his first original work in years. No worries, Killer. Yeah. So this was like a monumental event. I hope Fade, I hope you and Ash, I said to somebody, let's see. So this was like a monumental. What game are you playing, Killer? Okay, so I'm going to make sure to not find, because this book, okay, so this is a really rare book. This is one of the rarer books I own. This is called The Invisible Frontier. Well, it's called The Cities of the Fantastic, but book particularly is The Invisible Frontier. So this is a French comic book, and I have two. I think I have a few of the only English translated copies around, and I've checked the prices recently, and these are both like $100 now on $100 now on Amazon and stuff. I got these for like $20, so I was very proud. This is really legitimately one of the rarer books I own. Let's see. I want to show you some. There's some inappropriate images. So look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this art. If you can see it. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, no. That's fine. That's appropriate. Yeah. Isn't that amazing art? Yeah. Anyways, yeah. The art is fire. I would say, if I could, the problem right now, tell me, okay, Ash, Fade, speak honestly, speak truthfully about this. Note, I am, is the place you've read most comics, Webtoon? I'm curious. Yes. See, I was talking to my mom today, and I said, one thing I hope that comes from these streams is I help people make some friends. So I'm liking that you two are getting along well. Okay. Oh, yes. What's popular on Webtoon these days? I am. Yeah. So it's my art. A little bit Webtoon is kind of a grindy thing, and there's great Webtoon artists, obviously, but like. Don't do that. That freaks people out. Yeah. You should start calling people like by royal titles. Really freak them out. What are you reading these days, Ash? What are you reading these days? What stories are you reading? I also did that when I was a teenager. Ash can look at the pictures. Ash can look at the pictures, Fade. That's mean. I think you're smart, Ash. I assume anybody that watches my streams is decently smart. You're both smart, darn it. You're both smart and you can both read. Okay. I am, yes, yes. If you can't tell, I am having a little fun doing this. Let's see. Okay, let's read a little literature. Let's read a little literature at the moment. The Writing of the God by Jorge Borges. The cell the cell is deep and made of stone. Its shape is that of an almost perfect hemisphere, although the floor, which is also stone, is something less than a great circle. This fact somehow deepens the sense of oppression and vastness. A wall divides the cell between the center, though it is very high. It does not touch the top of the vault. I, Tizkan, priest of the pyramid of Coholma, which Pedro de Alvar burned, am on one side of the wall. On the other there is a jaguar, which, with secret, unnerving paces, measures the time and space of its captivity. At the floor level, a long window with thick iron bars interrupts the wall. At the shadowless hour, midday, a small door opens above us, and a jailer, whom the years have gradually blurred, operates an iron pulley, lowering to us, at the end of the rope, jugs of water and hunks of meat, light entering the vault. It is then that I am able to see the jaguar. I have lost count of the years I have lain in this darkness. I, who was once young and could walk about this prison, do nothing but await, but wait in the posture of my death. For the end of the gods have destined for me. With the deep flint blade I have opened, and then it goes into some words. The important type. That was Borges. That is Borges. Some culture. We're getting some culture here. Let's see. One of the most important. Bacon is great. No, I was reading a little bit of a book that I like, just for fun. Thank you for the likes, whoever gave me the likes. Bacon is good. Which one? The one everybody hates? I do remember you deal with it. Did you win? Did you beat all the levels in COD? Meatballs are great as well. I agree. No need to apologize, Killer. No need to apologize. Night never. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm being super productive right now. That's good. That's good. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Killer. Tell me. What do you mean by that? Oh God, I'm so tired too. I have not slept in a while. How's it going, Deal? What you doing? We're so close. We're all tired. Fortunately, it's 3 for me. Start at the beginning, Killer. It is a very good place to start. Yes. If you don't know, I have a second channel. And I haven't really been paying attention to it for a long time, and then lately I've been messing with it again. Sleep is a corporate lie created by bed companies. Big bed. A giant bed, in fact. Biggest bed in the world. He lives in Michigan. He created sleep by an effective ad campaign. That's a joke. Yep, they invented it. See, the thing about this is we start and fingers made up by Big Finger. We were perfectly okay grabbing stuff with our teeth. Hundreds of years we grabbed things with our teeth, and then the corporations made up these fingers. Again, this is all a joke. Man. I like it. Yeah. I want to keep talking, but I am. I like talking to all of you guys. It's fun. We're getting a lot of people in. This is really cool. Oh, very cool. But I like talking. Killer, that is very... Thank you. That is very great. Wow, man, that's awesome. Well, I mean, it's cool your success in the writing world. You are doing important work, and I think that's really great. Yeah. Yeah, Killer's doing all the important stuff. I love mangoes. Mangoes are great. I tried to grow mangoes. Mangoes for everybody. That's also good. Do you guys know that there are vampire watermelons? Have you ever heard about this? The vampire watermelon. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. You gotta understand this. This is a real thing, people. This is a real thing that people believe in. That they don't talk about this often. Like, you never see that in Twilight. Yeah. You never see this in Twilight. Okay, so let me look this up. I'm not making this up. This is a real bit of folklore. Vampire watermelon. So what are you working on these days, Killer? Okay, vampire watermelon. So, the belief in vampire plant occurs in the most. According to them, there are only two plants which are regarded as likely to turn into vampires: pumpkins of every kind and watermelons. And the change takes place when they are fighting one another. The ground fruit. It occurs when these ground fruit have been kept for more than 10 days. Then gather the pumpkins and stir all by themselves to make a sound like burr, 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 and begin shaking themselves. It is also believed that sometimes a trace of blood can be seen on the pumpkin and the G's, and they say it has become a vampire. These pumpkins and melons go around the houses, stable rooms at nights, all by themselves, and do harm to people, but it is thought that they cannot do great damage to folk, so people are not very afraid of this kind of vampire. It is believed that pumpkins kept after Christmas turn into vampires. Think this. So, you heard that. Yeah, so pumpkins and watermelon can become vampires. You don't see that in Twilight. You never see that in Twilight. Yeah. And they can fight each other. Apparently they're at war with each other. Do it. That is nightmarish, my man. That is nightmarish. Fade, if you write that, I will. Okay, Fade. If you write that, I'll read it on stream. I'll make that promise. If you write that Great Gatsby Vampire Melon crossover, I will read it on stream. I still owe, by the way, there's another thing I need to read on stream, but I want to make sure that the writers of it are on. Because I challenged a couple of people to do a little writing exercise. Yeah. That's really awesome, Killer. I'm really glad that you're doing that. Yes. What is your essay about? God, I'm so tired. People are showing up. I want to keep talking to people, but I'm also very tired. That's so good, Killer. That's so amazing. Okay. Yeah. I usually try and go for at least 2 hours, and we're like 5 minutes away from that, but I don't think I got the energy. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. I'm happy to see all of you. But I just don't. Well, wait. Let me raid over on Twitch to anybody who's still. Who the heck is still up on Twitch? I will, but I want to raid. I'm gonna raid Coffee first. Killer, it was really great meeting you. I'm gonna raid Coffee. And then I'm gonna go to bed. There we go. Okay. Have a good day. Be alive. Okay. Bye.